All right, ladies. So today we're going to talk about how, what are the signs you got to look for that tells you whether or not you should give the guy a second chance, whether or not you should give the guy another date. Because one of my clients from Dominican Republic, okay, asked me a question about, and this is the question. Keep the identity low. Okay. Hey, I have the habit. I'm changing around the questions so there's no way that anyone can find out that's her. Hey, I have the habit of eliminating guys if I didn't feel any chemistry on the first date. My family members and my friends tell me that I should focus more on one's objective value rather than a subjective feeling. What do you think about that? We pretty much know if we like someone after interacting just a short period of time. Should I go with my gut instinct or allow a second chance? Okay. Now, this is one of my you call it coach in a pocket clients. So she gets to ask me pretty much unlimited questions, and I give her a response. And the way that I respond to her is through giving her an audio response, like audio. So I'll record it. And so what I'm gonna do, I said to myself, you know what, since this is such a good question, let me answer it live while I actually record my response to her. This is actually one of my favorite things to do because it's so easy to contact me to ask for advice, and I respond. Usually I respond fast. This took me a while to respond. It's my fault. But this is what you should do, right? So I'm gonna respond right now, and you guys listening to me. So essentially, a lot of the times our emotions tend to deceive us. Okay. So I always say, don't trust your emotions so much. But then there's something called our gut feeling. It's more of our instinct. That instinct to survive. That instinct links up little unconscious things that we consciously don't notice, but that we unconsciously compute. Our unconscious is always computing people's intentions. It's kind of like when you know something's not up, when you know something's wrong. Usually go with that feeling because that's your intuition. So she says that she says there is, should she focus more on the objective value, like the kind of man he is, what he's able to provide, the money he has, the connection he has, or should she go with the subjective feeling, which is even though he looks like an amazing person, I just don't feel this, so I'm not gonna force it. Go with that one, because that thing, it's what's going to, because the thing is that just like money, if you're doing it just for the things, the external reward, it's gonna get old. It's going to get old. And going about it from that perspective is a very short route, which is I want to meet my needs right now. He has something, and you know what? I'm alone. Let me give him a chance simply because of my situation. You're always gonna make bad mistakes under those circumstances. You're putting yourself in situations where you make bad decisions. Bad decisions is not based on also your ability, but also your circumstance, the kind of scenarios you're in. So I would say no, go with your gut instinct, because what's really going on here, you got to realize that by not going with your instincts, by not going with someone who you're not feeling attraction, you're compromising your values. And you're going to regret it. You're inevitably going to regret it. Anything that you do that doesn't come from within, from an actual desire, rather, if you do it just because you want to make it work, it's not going to work out. Essentially, it's inevitably not going to work out, you see. So what I would say this though is give him a second chance. She's asking whether or not should you give him a second chance. Give him a second chance. Go ahead. Go out another day and see what happens. You see, that's what I would tell every girl who went out with me. Please give me a second chance. No, but seriously, give him a second chance, because you never know what happens. Like, if you feel so repulsive, you don't want to see the guy, go ahead. You don't have to go out with him. Go. Don't go out with him. But if you feel like, you know what, I don't mind. You're just curious, go ahead, but don't accept them yet. Don't go about it from a place of, I need to see the good things because I need you. No, let that happen organically. Let it happen organically. If you see good signs in him, fine. If you don't, be objective, and be non-biased and see it for what it is, and don't let your emotion and your neediness cloud your perception. Make the rational decision and say, you know what? I don't feel an emotion for you. That's it. Just give him a second chance. It's not that bad. But not giving him a second chance is still not that bad. You just gotta learn how to trust your instincts, I hope that makes sense to you guys. Let me see. Let me see the. I'm not looking at the comments. So if you guys comment, 1 second. Let me see the comments. 1 second. see if I can find my comments. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Uno momento, por favor. Okay, here it is. Yeah, and yeah, it's very simple, man. Like sometimes we become so needy that we make the wrong decision, you know. And but I don't mind women giving a guy a second chance, but you know, don't compromise your values just for the guy, you know. Let me look at the comments. Yeah. Yeah, that's what you should definitely do. I mean, what if a guy stands you up on the first date? If a guy stands you up on the first date, that's disrespectful. You don't give him a second chance. Get the fuck out of here, man. I mean, look, as a guy, I'll give her a second chance because I want to fuck. You know, it'll forgive our sins, you know. But as a woman, I feel like it's a little bit different. Unless you actually just want to fuck. And you're like, fuck it, right? Go out with me. But if you want something more that relates to a relationship where both you guys need to respect each other, respect each other's boundaries, then no, I wouldn't do that. Or unless you make that motherfucker like wait, you make that motherfucker you make him show you that he's not gonna do that shit again. You know, because you know that's disrespectful. You know. Poor and illegal and he's handsome. I mean, if he's poor and illegal and he's handsome, then marry him. Give him that visa, you know. Oh man. What if he doesn't communicate with you for a while, then tries to hit you back up? It means if he wasn't hitting you up, and it just means he wanted some pussy, or it means he was talking to a girl and he felt bad and now he's hitting you up because he broke up with her, or he got stranded on the island. He just got rescued. But usually when a guy doesn't hit you up and then he just comes out of nowhere, it usually means he wants to fuck, right? But it depends how he approaches it. Now, if he takes you out, he's actually curious about your life. He's not, you know, like he actually cares. Like I was actually just lost. I lost my train of thought right now. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I just wanted to answer this question. It's kind of fun. I love doing this. I love doing the coach in the pocket thing. It's so easy. Yo, it's so not easy from a place of like easy, but it's so effective. Cause like literally you can ask me a question. I don't have to type up the answer, you know? All I have to do is just play and talk. It's like the most efficient way to give advice. It's incredible. I'm absolutely love this style of coaching. It really is. And this too. There's like two things I've discovered that are really nice. Okay, it's kind of cold. What if the same dude comes into your life always saying that he changed and continually disappoint you? I told him tonight, actually, fuck you, no. Well, the thing is that when a guy doesn't change, it means that he's trying to change. It means he's trying to change. I mean, think about it. Anything in life that you actually tell people you're trying to change, but you couldn't, you actually try to change. That doesn't mean you got to stand up to that bullshit. You got to let somebody else deal with that. You know, when a guy's trying to change and he can't, that means he can't. That just means he can't. So it's better off just to leave him. Leave him. I promise you, boo boo, leave him, man. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. Yeah, if a guy cheats, look, if a guy cheats, man, yo, if a guy cheats, man, you better make him show you, man. Make him prove himself to you, man. Like, cause cheating, dude. I mean, yo, like, you gotta make him climb Mount Everest or something, man. Like, you gotta make him prove it, man. And like, it's better not to go out. It's not to take him back. But I understand. Sometimes the guy's amazing. Sometimes he's special. Sometimes there's no one like him, right? Sometimes he is actually a good guy. I understand. But a lot of times if a guy cheats on you, any other person you would have said, girlfriend, don't even try to hit him up again, right? But now you're saying I want him back. But why? It's more because he hurt your ego. A lot of times we say that stuff, you know what? I just want him back. You know, I want him to love me and all that sort of stuff. But in reality, you just want him back to confirm to you that you are wanted. You know, because when you feel wanted, you don't act needy. When you feel attractive, you don't act needy. You know, I personally would give him one chance, and at any second that he's gonna fuck up, oh, he's out. You know, if he wants a second chance, you better be able to fucking, you know, like look at him, you know, get all his passwords, put the NSA and send it to him. Like, but the problem is that even though he may give you the privilege to track his phone, why the fuck do you want to do that? Why would you want to be with a guy that you consistently have to be looking over your shoulder to see who's the bitch? Why? Like, it's not worth it, man. And look, I know when I say that, I'm like hitting emotions and it doesn't make sense. Like, fuck that shit. I still want him. I know. I'm not mad. I know what you're talking about. Workplace. First of all, don't shit what you eat. Don't shit where you eat. Okay. Second of all, if you want a workplace relationship, let me see, how would that work out? Because to be honest, I've never been good with workplace relationships. I've never done it. I personally never been. Actually, I've been interested. There's been some girls who I've liked that just never been able to get. But now, looking about it for retrospectively, what I would do differently is this: I would not be as direct. You see, I would just say, hey, let's hang out. You know, just let's hang out. As long as you're able to get the guy out of the work situation, it's possible. Now, how do you get him out of the work situation? Simple. Just keep asking talk about what you're doing over the weekend. Talk about a time when you're free. Oh man, I'm going to this concert next week. Like, I'm going to this concert next week. What are you doing? You know, and if he asks you, so what do you like? Just literally act as though you're going somewhere or you have free time. You see, when you talk to him, no, I'm not doing nothing this week. I'm trying to do something. You see, and you're just baiting them, guys. If you just show that you have an available slot open, not like that, right? No. I'm talking about time. Google Calendar, okay? If you have an available slot open, guys will fucking rush into that, right? It's like, oops, let me slide into that, right? So if you just say, I'm doing this, or I'm free today, like just casually talking, ask him, what are you doing? If a guy says, oh, I'm not doing nothing, or I'm not that busy, but. Or ask him, are you always busy? If he says, yes, I'm always busy, but doesn't give you a but, it means he's not attractive. If he says, yes, I'm always busy, but, it means like, oh, you know what, I'm busy, but I want you around. Or if he says, no, I'm not busy. So those things you could do to find out if he's attractive. Because during the workplace, you don't want to be provoking dicks. You know, you don't want to be, not a place to do it. If you really want to do it, that's what I would do. I mean, I personally don't like the whole workplace thing. Like, trust me, man, it's not worth it. But if you really, I'll make a video out of that one day. I'll make a video out of that. That's one thing. That's one I've been resistant. There's a lot of things that I don't believe in, and that's why I don't make videos on that. Like how to get another girl's boyfriend. Nah, I've never been too into that. I can make a video on that. I mean, I know crazy shit that works to get another girl's boyfriend. Some crazy shit, dude. Some crazy shit. But I wouldn't do that. You know, maybe I will. Who knows, right? I really taught everything. But yeah, that's what I would do. Anyways, that's it, man. If a guy closes all contacts after an argument for 2 months, and after 2 months asking me to change my thinking and blame me for everything else, should I give him a chance? You could tell him to suck your dick. You know, you don't have to come back to that motherfucker, man. Just keep watching my channel. It's not worth it. What if he's in jail and calling? In jail. Well, you know, them jailbirds, man. Them jailbirds. If a guy's in jail and calling you, man, don't pick up. Don't pick up collect calls. Don't pick up collect calls, man. You know, if he's in jail, he's not cheating on you. You know where he's at. You know he's not texting no bitch. You know. You never know. He's the bitch. Okay, let me not talk about that. Yeah, man. If a guy goes to jail, that's a red flag. All right. If he tells you he's been to jail, I mean, people been to jail for silly things, right? But generally speaking, a red flag if it's jail time, man. Prison time. What if the guy's perfect in person, and when it comes to texting, all he wants to do is talk about sex? If he has two different personalities because his intentions are not okay. She's saying, what if a guy acts perfect, you know, a good person in person, right? But sends crazy text messages over text. It's simple. It means that he's shy. Like, you know those people who act cool over text messaging, but then in person they don't really show how cool they are, right? It's kind of like they're hiding under the veil of mystery when they're texting. They really show how they really are, right? So that, yeah, cause that is incongruent and that is a little weird, and that does happen. But again, it's not like he has two different personalities. It's the pressure. You know, I bet he wants to do that around you. Like if he's acting like a gentleman, that means he's suppressing how he is. Now, doesn't mean he's acting fake, because we all do that to a certain extent. We all act fake. We're all fake. We've all been fake. We've all been fake friends at one point of our lives, you know. But what I would do then, I mean, well, I don't know what the hell you want to do with that, you know, but I'm just saying that guys do that because they're either shy in person and they don't have the confidence to express how much I want to fuck you, right? But that's what tends to happen. At least he's being a gentleman. At least, who knows what happens when you guys get to the bedroom, right? What if a guy is good in real life but not texting? Who the fuck cares, right? I mean, you gotta look through the veil. Texting is superficial shit. That's what it is. So if you think he's fucking up too badly over text messaging, just don't text him until you guys meet up. You know, just don't text him until you guys meet up, because texting is so simple, dude. You don't have to put too much thinking into it, man. Like, that's what I would do. What do you do if you fall only for fuckboys? Well, if you're only falling for fuckboys, I mean, what's the definition of a fuckboy? Let me look at this. I'm a little, what a fuckboy is. We're calling this kid a fuckboy the other day. I'm like, he don't get pussy. Fuckboy or white? Okay, all right. Let me see what a fuckboy is. A person who is weak as a pussy that ain't about shit. Oh damn! Look at that weak ass fuckboy. I'm reading it from Urban Dictionary. Damn, goddamn, someone's mad. Fuckboy. How to spot a fuckboy? Okay, let me read this. White Nikes, 2 socks with Adidas sandals. He wants to play 20 questions. Do not play, especially if there's a wink. Oh my God, relies on his mom but doesn't respect women. Looks like he just read one Jaden Smith tweet in all of his selfies and can't find the clitoris. What the fuck? Fuckboys come in all shapes and sizes, and results may vary. But when he's a fuckboy, he's a fuckboy, and you will know that he's a fuckboy. Examples: Timothy over there asking for nudes when all you did was say hello, so he's a fuckboy. Connor won't calm down with his axe spray, trying to infect your lungs because he's a fuckboy. That's another definition. A fuckboy, manipulating dick who does whatever it takes to benefit him, regardless of who he screws over. Oh, I like the way that sounds, right? They will screw you over. They will screw over anyone and everyone as long as they get what they want. That fuckboy said made me sleep outside the code so he could try to get some from Suzanne. He was blacked out, drunk as shit, barfing at night. Fuckboy. Oh, okay. So I guess a fuckboy is a guy who don't give a fuck. All right. So if you keep falling for fuckboys, man, I mean that just means you just like the negative attention. See? So you got to give yourself some attention and notice what parts of yourself need the attention, and just observe it. Like, I always come down to self-awareness. Self-awareness reveals a lot of unconscious mechanism inside of you, and when they go from unconscious to conscious, they disintegrate. So you just got to become aware of how you're reacting to that kind of behavior, and not judge yourself, but just notice yourself, almost as though you're a third-person observer watching yourself behave. And also, if you keep falling for fuckboys, there's a lot of videos on my. The more masculine the guy is, the more you can control him. The more of a man he likes to act, the more you can control him, because you can use his masculinity to control him. You know, that's why one of those fallacies. Like, if a guy is overly masculine, he's easier to control, a lot easier. How do you know if a guy's not ready to commit? Well, a guy's not ready to commit when a guy's not ready to commit. What do guys do when they're not ready to commit? Let me see. Well, they don't talk about the future, that's for sure. They don't include you, right? When you talk about the future, make sure you don't include him in it, and you'll see if he's wants you in his future. It's another sign he's not ready to commit. See, I don't like girls calling me nicknames, so that may not be a sign. He cringes at the thought of the relationship talk. I guess cringes, like, oh damn, no girl, fuck. Signs of another signs that he is. See, having sex quick doesn't mean he doesn't want to commit. That just means he wants sex. I don't know. I really, I really don't know, dude. I'm not gonna think about that right now. Maybe some other time. Excuses. There you go. Brings up excuses. Anytime you guys try to talk about the conversation, you know, what are we? He brings up excuses. Anytime that you guys talk about your past or anything that's hurtful, if you talk about it, he doesn't reciprocate. I hate this one, but this is kind of true. Okay, look, when you tell the guy that you're on your period, and see what happens if he asks you to hang out that week. If he asks you to hang out that week while you're on your period, he's gonna want to. That means he wants to commit. I mean, that's simple, right? There you go. Boom, right there. That says it all, right? Because it just means that, you know, he's just I'm like, well, I want to see her though. I can't fuck unless he's hoping for a blowjob. You know what I'm saying? Dicks always have hope. You know, dicks is the anatomy of hope. You know, Dick walks around, you know, maybe you should go talk to her. Maybe you should go do her. Maybe you should go do her. Yes, 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 yes. Dick is such a yes man, man. Dicks, man, if they were if a dick had a profession, they'll be motivational speakers. They'll be encouraging all the time, telling you could do it. You know, they'll give you all the motivation you need, all the energy. You know, they're always straight, you know, just there on and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's it, man. Anytime you notice yourself trying to control a guy, manipulate a guy, trying to control his behavior, guys are not cars, man. You can't fix them. You can't fix. See, I tried to fix myself, and it took a while, and not me. Somebody trying to change me won't work. Actually, if they try to change me, I'll resist. I resist. I'm like, well, you trying to change me, girl? Okay. Like, I resist. So if you're trying to change a guy, man, you gotta stop that shit, man. Women, I'm starting to notice this. Guys like to fix cars. Women like to fix hearts. Fuck that shit. You guys are not mechanics. You guys are not into this. Focus on yourselves. Don't focus on guys. Let me see what else. I think that's it. That's it. Anyways, I'm just about to disappear. Bye-bye.